So here we are, folks, at Shoreham Auctions on the south coast. These are one of my favourite auction houses. So let's go and meet the manager, Michael. So welcome to Shoreham and Shoreham Auctions, and this is my good friend Michael Simmons, who I've met twice. Once at 𝐷VLA many moons ago when you invited me, didn't you?
Yes.
To go and meet with Department of Transport.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they were asking about what we as the trade and also auction houses wanted to see on V5s. So that's when we first properly met. And then for years, we've just spoke online, and I've bought many a car, many an EV online from you.
Probably my first EV sale, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah, all those many moons ago. So amazing to see what you've done here at your auction house with the solar panels. So Michael, the great thing I like about your auction house, I mean it's the first time I've ever been here, I've dealt with Michael for years buying EVs, is what we've got on that roof. What have we got on that roof, Michael?
So we've got 145 solar panels generating 50 kilowatts maximum of electricity on a good sunny day.
On a good day, so he'll produce 50 kilowatts off that. And you've already, it's only been on, was it
10 months.
10 months? And you've already seen a massive reduction in your
huge
energy consumption.
Huge.
That's fantastic. So over 12 months, you've actually generated 39.1 megawatt hours. That's 3,900 kilowatt hours off your PV. And even today, you know, it's a pretty dull overcast day, you're still producing 6.1 kilowatts. That is awesome. That's fantastic. So everything from filtering out the water in the car wash, getting a massive solar array on his roof, and getting charge points for the EVs. You see more and more of these coming through, aren't you, as well?
Yeah, we are. We're probably up to maybe 10% per sale on the fleet day now. EVs come to market.
That's fantastic.
So Jonathan, this is our balancing bay.
Yeah.
We probably process about 60 to 70 vehicles a day, maybe more on a good week, on a good day.
Yeah.
Down here we've got our valeting traps, where all the water is collected from the cars, goes through a pump, and the silt is cleaned before the water is put back into the rainwater drainage.
Excellent. So even with recycling the water.
So this is the valeting, this is the detailing. So the guys here are gone through the valet, the wash off and the interior valets and the hoovering.
Cool. So I noticed you've got a wall box here, but I think you've got quite a few others of these, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got 16 of these dotted
16
around the sites, and most of the time they're powered with our solar panels out on the front.
Yeah, well, look at them. So what happens in this area then?
So this is our appraisal bay.
Yeah.
This is where all the vehicles here are appraised to be loaded onto our website. With the standard EVs, we will also image the charge points, so make sure they're open.
Yeah.
And make sure we get the declarations on the kilowatt hours.
And then this area you've got here.
And this is the imaging section where we will do the beauty shots for the website,
which is happening as we speak. Cool. Fantastic. Where do you see the market going? Because you're the other side of the motor trade from my point of view. So I'm a buyer, I'm a dealer, I'm a trader, and you're acting on behalf of vendors. So how do you see the market? How has the market changed from your perspective over the years?
I think the biggest change we've seen is the education of the buyers. When we first started selling the vehicles, the EVs, nobody in the trade really understood what they were about and what their capabilities were. Over the years, and EVs have been around now, pushing 15...
10, 12, 13 years, yeah.
More people are beginning to understand what they can and can't do, and I think that's the biggest change. When we first started selling EVs, there was probably 10 people you could count on to buy. Now you're getting the main agents across supermarkets, the independent traders. Everybody's having a go now, and the buyers understand what they're buying, and it's about describing their vehicles correctly, letting the guys know, you know, the wattage, the power wattage, the kilowatt hours of each vehicle and the charging.
And that's what I liked about Michael and Shoreham Auctions, because in the early days he'd only actually asked me, he said, well, Jonathan, as an EV dealer, what do you want to see? So I told him of my frustration with the other big boys within the industry, BCA and Mannheim, at the time, weren't describing the EVs accurate enough for me as a buyer. So was it a 24 kilowatt hour, was it a 30? Did it have 𝐶AdeMO fitted? Was it a 3.3 or a 6.6? And so Michael was receptive enough to listen to what I wanted and started to change the descriptions of his vehicles that were going through to make it easy for me to actually bid and know exactly what I was getting. So for that, it was a real game changer. And then I think the other auction that also listened was Fleet Auction Group in Colville. But down to this day, Michael and his guys, as you've seen in the valeting bay, they do an amazing job in accurately describing the electric vehicle that they've got for sale. So hats off to you, sir.
Thank you.
So despite these guys being 777 miles away from Orkney, via the internet, if I know the condition of the car, the dents, the chips, tyre tread depth, the interior condition, does it smell, has it had a dog in it, all those things we need to know when we're buying from a distance is what we get from Shoreham Auctions. And if I have a customer and he wants to buy a vehicle and the ideal vehicle for the customer appears on BCA, I'll be honest, my heart just sinks because I know it's going to be difficult to get the questions answered that I want answering. But if it's a car that a customer wants, he's here at Shoreham, happy days for me, because I know it's going to be described really, really well and accurately. So I just hope the rest of the industry follows Michael's lead that he's doing and describing the vehicles properly. So hats off to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
And long may it continue.
Absolutely.
So something I've always wanted to do is the old gavel hammer, and to go sold to Mr. Porterfield from Orkney. He's not here. He's on the video link via the camera in the corner. So there you go. Fulfilled a lifetime ambition. That happens, you bought the car. So I haven't damaged that, I'll just tell you now. But that's been hit quite a few times. How many cars has this sold, do you think, Michael? This hammer?
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands, yeah. That's a very valuable gavel.
Certainly.
So thanks for seeing me today. It's great to visit for the first time.
It's lovely to see you again.
And it's great to see the solar panels on the roof as well. So there you go. So this is one of the main reasons I love to buy from Shoreham Auctions. So wherever you are in the UK, if you're on Orkney, if you're down south, or you're in the southwest or wherever, I've sold many a car to customers who live 10, 20 miles away from here. And Michael's been good enough when we've sold a vehicle for me to tell them, look, Mr. Smith's going to come next Tuesday. And Michael will make sure the car is fully charged. He's even given a wash, which you don't get at any other auction house. And he'll even, give the keys to the customer, show him around the car, show him how to operate it and everything. So hats off to Shoreham Auctions. So there you go, quick interview with Michael at Shoreham Auctions here on the south coast. Great to meet up with him, and I love buying from these guys because they really know what we, the trade, want to see when it comes to describing EVs. So wish him all the success. And he's got solar on the roof as well. Anyway, from a rather windy Shoreham, see you next time.